Origami! This noble art of paper folding has existed almost as long as paper itself. You can fold anything out of paper. Flowers, fortune tellers, the Millennium Falcon, but we're not here to discuss those. We are here to learn how to fold an origami crane. I've been folding cranes ever since the 3rd grade, when I read about how folding 1,000 of them would grant you a wish. So, let's make some wishes come true, why don't we, and teach all of you how to fold one of these amazing birds on your own. We are going to be folding a presentational crane. There are models in which the wings move, but this version is designed to be as sturdy as possible. When doing origami, you only need one thing: paper. Origami paper will normally be a clean square of any size, and I am using a piece that is red and white so that we can see the steps more clearly. Our first step is to create a crosshatch. Fold the paper into a triangle so that the points on opposite sides will line up. Carefully crease the paper along the top edge. Then, we are going to open the sheet up, turn it 180 degrees, and do the exact same thing on the other side. This initial folding is common in many origami projects. When you open the paper, you should see a creased X. Next, we are going to turn the paper 90 degrees and fold it horizontally. Make sure that your edges line up before you crease that top fold. Stronger creases mean easier folding. After you fold this, you're going to open the paper up and turn it another 90 degrees, then repeat this horizontal fold and crease. At the end of this, your paper should be half-sized with a triangle shape in the middle. This is the hardest fold, so pay close attention. We are going to take the top of the paper and pinch it up, folding that center crease out and the top crease in. This is called a frog fold and is a very common origami technique. It should look a bit like paper lips with 2 smaller triangular shapes inside. This step is so important, I'm going to show it again. We now have 2 sides to this diamond shape layered on top of each other. The next step is to crease a kite-like shape into our paper. First, we're going to take the sides on the top layer and fold them into the center line of the diamond. Once they've been creased, unfold them, crease the top triangle down, and unfold that as well. Turn it around and repeat. Make sure that the entire line of the side matches up with the middle. The only point that should face towards the center is that point from the top of your diamond. Once this is all done, you should have 6 creases in your diamond, 3 on each side. The creases you just made are going to help immensely with our next step. We are going to lift the tops of our diamonds and fold them up. Then, we're going to fold the sides in and press the whole thing flat so we get a nice diamond shape. We're going to turn this around and repeat the process on the other side. Remember, the stronger your creases in the last step, the easier this one will be. You should now have a kite shape where the bottom half is split into these 2 legs. Your folds don't have to be perfect. Every piece of origami is unique. Now, we are going to make what my 3rd grade teacher called chicken legs. We're going to line the sides of the kite up and fold them towards that center line. Make sure that the entire side matches up. You know the drill now. We're going to flip over our bird and do this on the other side as well. When you're done, you should have a lovely thin pair of legs for that bottom half of your kite. This is going to help our crane with stability once we fold the head and tail up. Now, let's bring it all together. First, let's make some establishing folds for our head and our tail. Folding these legs up on both sides of the paper like this will make it easier to fold the head and tail into place later. So we're going to flip it around and do it again. Should look a little bit like a sailboat. Now, once this is done, we're going to turn our kite around, open the front of it, and fold that lower half right up. Just follow your folds and don't force it, and it should go just fine. Since we've learned that there's a lot of symmetry in origami, we know that the next step is to repeat this on the other side. Just fold that bottom half up, and then close the sides so that both of them are trapped in that upright stance. Next, we're going to fold our wings down at whatever angle you prefer. I normally go all the way down. Give it a good steady crease, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick whichever side we want to be our head. I normally pick whichever side didn't come out as well. Take the top of that little pyramid and fold it down. You can kind of pinch it into whatever head shape you would like. If you want to inflate your crane, there should be a small hole on its underside. Just give it a few small puffs, and there you go, your very own origami crane. Just to recap, in this video, we learned several basic folds that allowed us to fold our first origami cranes. That's just one down, 999 to go. Though it seems impossible, it just takes time to reach that 1,000. After all, it took me 4 years to make enough to gift them to the man that taught me how to fold them in the first place. I would like to thank Mr. Sample of Craig Elementary School for inspiring me to pursue this passion, and I would also like to thank My Modern Met for providing me with additional information on the history of origami.